Welcome back. Gravitating away. Now check me out. I feel like at this point, a Charleston White reaction video is supposed to be overused, right? But I mean, the content is gold. You'll be a fool not to expand on that. But for real, let's talk for real for a second. For me, being a little bit older than a lot of y'all watching, I felt this interview that Say Cheese had with Charleston. I'm not gonna say too much right now. I'm gonna play the clip, but a lot of us already knew this about T.I. Check this out.
You were on live taking a shower, and you were pretty much, you were saying T.I. was a rat.
Well, yeah, man, everybody know. Everybody know, homie.
But understand, when that much weapons are found through the ATF, there's nothing short of testifying and cooperating, which is what truly is gonna shorten your time or get you out of that jam. I don't care what record company is behind you. So that was the first red flag to me. And before I try to go on this big rant, I'm gonna have AlphaOmega speak on this. That was one of T.I.'s associates who was told on himself too that he snitched himself. But he breaks it down a little bit. Check this out.
Like, this shit deeper than rap. This shit ain't no motherfucking rap shit. A lot of niggas faking and playing, man. This shit for real out here, man. Niggas ain't coming up late out this motherfucker with that bullshit. And I'm pissed at you, Tip. Bring that camera in, man. Bring that camera in. Solid, listen, man. On some real shit, Tip. Nigga pissed at you, and I keep looking down, my nigga, because I'm trying to break this motherfucking weed up and this motherfucking blunt, my nigga. Do my thing. But, saw that. You supposed to be a real nigga, son. I gave you the title of real nigga, my nigga. I gave you the title of real nigga. I motherfucking gave you your look in the street, my nigga. So you had to do what you had to do for you and yours. Like, my nigga, for real, nigga, you didn't give a fuck about no other nigga. Shout it. You know a nigga had motherfucking children out here, my nigga, in the streets. You know a nigga had all these niggas in the hood out feed, shout it. Wouldn't go out all the way bad, but shout it, you didn't give a fuck about that. Nigga, you called me in to come to the belly of the motherfucking beach, nigga, to make sure you made it back to a motherfucking Atlanta, Georgia, nigga.
That man say he a 7-time convicted felon in one song. 7 convicted felon. How what the nigga said? 7 convicted felon. How you get caught with all these got guns? How? What deal? You can't even find his records nowhere on this. What deal can you possibly make with the FBI with all these military weapons, silencers, homie, as many as he had with 7 convicted felons?
This is Clifford Harris as a free man. Better known as rapper T.I., he's been at the top of the music world for years now. His 6th album, Paper Trail, was one of the top-selling albums of 2008 and his 4th straight to go platinum. He picked up his most recent Grammy Award in February. Now he's also on Forbes' list of highest-paid hip-hop stars. So what's next for T.I.? Prison. How many times have you been arrested? Do you have a good count?
You know what? I don't have an actual factual number.
Okay.
So I won't just throw speculative.
Okay.
Speculative numbers out.
I will throw one out there that I read that somebody decided to do a count. They said 32. Would you argue with that too much one way or another?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
All right. But it's been more than once or twice. But his latest arrest in 2007 threatened to end his career and put him in jail for up to 30 years. He was busted in his hometown of Atlanta trying to buy machine guns and silencers hours before he was set to perform at the BET Awards. He pleaded guilty to weapons charges in March of last year. His plea deal allowed him to delay his jail sentence for 12 months.
One thing about the BET arrest that T.I. had, and the reason why it's called that, if a lot of you didn't know, T.I. was arrested on federal gun charges the same night he was supposed to be in the BET Awards. Specifically, I think it was the very first BET Hip Hop Awards. And he was arrested on federal gun charges. And if anyone knew his past, he had just spent time already for several other charges. And the amount of weapons they had, they said T.I. could have funded a small militia. Understand that. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand when you're a high caliber artist with mogul record executives behind you and pushing you, people that have billions in their pocket and see an interest in you and see you as a valuable asset. I get it. Money talks. There's a lot of things that can be swept under the rug.
What deal did he make? Not only that, he became a Crime Stoppers helper. 1-800-TIP, tipster. He became the tipster. Working with law enforcement, doing community service, advocating and promoting civilians as well as criminals. Call Crime Stoppers and report a crime. And he done a great job doing it.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIPS. Channel 2, community coverage you can count.
Not only that, when they shot up his tour bus that time and his partner Falunt got killed.
Information on that quadruple shooting early this morning. One person is dead.
Yeah, it continues to be our big story this morning. Rapper T.I. performed at Bogart's earlier in the night. After the show, he partied at Club Ritz on Seymour, and that's where police say all the trouble started. 4 people, 3 members of T.I.'s entourage and a woman were shot on Paddock Road. And we're hearing that one of those men has died. No word on if any arrests have been made.
T.I. took the stand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, ever good. Yes, sir, I do. And he was pointing and he was telling on that stand about what happened. He didn't play gangster. He wasn't ready to crash out then.
State's Exhibit 34K.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize who that is?
Yeah, that's Phil.
Okay.
Oh, that's his body.
And 34A.
Yeah, that's the entry wound.
And that's a picture of Falunt with the bullet hole in his head?
Yes, it is.
And that's the bullet hole that you described to the jury as being in his temple on the left side?
Yeah.
How did Falunt's family find out about his death?
I told him. I called his mom first, then I told his cousin. I told his little girl.
How old was his little girl?
His daughter was 4 years old at the time.
He wasn't ready to crash out then. When Mayweather broke up his home, he wasn't ready to crash out then. Now he ready to crash out.
No, they got in a tussle in Vegas. Remember at the casino?
No.
He ran up on Floyd.
He threw a punch at Floyd with all them bodyguards.
Just go. Don't move that. You control your bitch, motherfucker. Don't get mad at your bitch.
Oh shit! Motherfucker getting down. Mayweather.
Back up.
He didn't
Is
have
that crashing out?
That ain't crashing out. Did he go to jail?
Nah.
No, that ain't crashing out. Not what they trying to say crashing out here. He said, this is what T.I. said, I got family members and cousins and things that'll be willing to do anything. So he's not the one willing to crash out, from what he said. He said he got cousins and things that's willing to crash out. I don't have nobody to crash out for me. I don't have nobody that's gonna go do nothing for me. I'm gonna defend me and my honor. He said, come pull up on me and say these things in person and see if you walk away and don't nothing get done. I'm gonna show up with a gun. He a convicted felon. I'm not a convicted felon. If he think he go respond and I ain't gonna respond without my gun, then they go bury him. Cause he's telling me I'm gonna do something to you. Well, you can't carry what I can carry, Tip. I can legally put this on my hip. You'll die where you think you go do something to me at, T.I. You've been playing rapper for 10, 15 years, nigga. Nigga, I've been out here in these streets being who I am for 10, 15 years. By myself, without no crew, without no cousins, no family members, no friends, no gang. Me and this mouth.
Now, you watch a video of T.I. testifying in court, and yes, on behalf of his beloved friend who was murdered on their tour bus. Those of us that are trying to be law-abiding citizens, to the best that we can, ain't nothing wrong with that, you feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and talk about bettering the community and then call you a rat for trying to do your part in bettering the community. But understand how this is a classic case of the pot calling the kettle black. T.I., you got all these snitch names for Charleston White, and a lot of you other folks, you know, call Charleston this snitch, but you give all these other dudes a pass. I mean, T.I., if we were to stick by your stance on street rules and certain codes, part of that code is even if it's a loved one and you're testifying in court, that goes against the grain about the things that you guys stand for, the things that you guys allowed a lot of young kids to get killed over, and then only to shuffle that away, pointing out in court. I just don't understand the hypocrisy, people. I mean, but like Tip says, you can have whatever you like. I mean, am I the one that's bogus? Or is the double standards that we place in our communities bogus, man? Once again, thank you for checking me out. I think the video explained itself, and including T.I.'s past explains itself. And Charleston did a great job, interviewed by my boy Sean Cotton. I can't cuss, but I rock with that boy hard, because when a lot of other peoples were blackballing Charleston White, you know, Sean gave the man the platform still. You see, he ain't turned his back. And yes, of course, he's benefiting from it himself as well. You know, C-Dub is content gold, but it's the fact that he chose to stand his ground with the man that help him out, and likewise the other way around. But nonetheless, I feel like the video spoke for itself. T.I.'s past speaks for itself. It's not really much I can say, people. I like doing my dissecting, but it's not even a lot I can say. You know, stop worshiping these fools, man.